Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Buckle up. Get ready for takeoff. Today, we're flying the territory of the scarcity mindset. Yes, that's our destination. Scarcity. Well, the first thing we're going to talk about is the egg prices. Now, I've noticed, I went through a scarcity myself recently in my personal life. And I got to be careful talking about my personal life because just to protect my own privacy to a point. But, like, when... Okay, let's talk about the egg prices first. Let's get started with the egg prices. It's like suddenly people that normally don't buy eggs all the time are wanting to buy eggs. Why? Because they're scarce. Egg prices are going through the roof. The last time I checked at Walmart was $5.97 a dozen. Still about, $6 a dozen roughly. Last I checked. I was just there like a couple of days ago. And to buy my own groceries. And I'll be there Friday. Might pick up a few more things. I don't really need that much now. But there seems to be people are only interested in a product when it's scarce. The more scarce it is, the more they want it. Think about that. Think about how true that really is. I've seen people... And they were just trying to hoard the eggs like they did toilet paper. Remember the toilet paper scare? Be right back. Okay. Remember the toilet paper scare? This is my toilet paper. Can't see it. When it comes to my ass, it's got to be Charmin. Remember those TV commercials? Please don't squeeze the Sherman. Remember Mr. Whipple? Yeah, please don't squeeze the Sherman. But anyway, remember that about 5 years ago? Even just a few months ago, like 3 months ago, we had another toilet paper scare. Went to the aisle, and all the toilet paper was gone. People were just hoarding it. I'm going, you can't eat toilet paper. It'll be back on the shelf in a few days. Sure enough, toilet paper was back on the shelf within a few days. And they panicked over nothing. There was no toilet paper shortage. But because they thought it was scarce, they went and they hoarded toilet paper. Oh, we went just a couple of months ago. This happened, and then especially during the pandemic, this happened. The great. So, yeah, scarcity. The more scarce it is, the higher the price they can charge, and the more people want it. What's happening with the eggs? It's what happened with the toilet paper. It's that way with anything. It's just a way of life. It's that way with anything. Hold on. Okay, it got a little bit warm. These lights get hot. So the more scarce it is, the more people want it, right? Toilet paper, eggs, doesn't matter what the product is. How about this? It's not just scarcity. But how about act now? See, what I mean is, how can I put it? I'm having a senior moment here. If you call now in the next 24 hours, you'll get a 50% discount. I've seen a YouTuber do this just recently. He says you gotta act now the next few hours because this deal is going to be closed and tomorrow's going to be too late. You can't join my community. You can't get a special discount. You can't do this. You gotta act now before time runs out. That's a form of a scarcity mindset. They go, oh, I better become a channel member and pay my $10 a month. I seen a YouTuber do that. I kid you not. Just like they used to do back in the day. Call now. Call in the next 24 hours. Call in the next 60 minutes and we'll get the special deal and discount, whatever. It's not a scarcity mindset. It's more, what do they call that? I can't think of it. Comment below. Comment below. What do they call that? I'm having a senior moment. So comment below. There's a word they use for that, a term they use for that. When they tell you to call now, act now, before the deal runs out. Car lots do it. Sometimes realtors will do it. Before interest rates go back up, you got to buy the house now before they raise the interest rates. Yeah, exactly. And scarcity, the more rare it is, the more people want it. It's that way with everything. Look at the dating apps. They're a scam and a half. I'm single and I will never use one. The last time I used one was during the pandemic because, there was nothing else to do. I was bored, and that turned out to be a scam. So, but it's like meeting a beautiful woman in today's standards is rare. And most people, they just don't take care of themselves like they used to. I kid you not. You go back and you watch I watched a video of a grocery store, right? These people, some guy was making a random video in the early 80s at a grocery store. A grocery store. I noticed how put together everybody was. No, just put together. They tucked their shirt in. They just took care of them. Look at the older pictures when people used to dress themselves. Women used to wear dresses, and even in the early 80s, people still dressed. They're still doing that up to the mid 90s, and then the grunge thing came in and changed everything. Has it been the same since? I'm just saying that the more rare it is, the more people want it. That's why gold is priced the way it is. It's the way Bitcoin is supposed to be a rare commodity. It's not a commodity. It's not something tangible. This is tangible. If they only made a few of these, more people would want it. It was that way growing up. Certain comic books were rare and hard to come by and worth more money. I used to collect action figures. Certain ones are very, very valuable. I've got a couple of them that are very valuable, and because it's rare, and it's just how it is. If it's rare, people want it. It was that way. Suddenly got quiet. It's that way with toilet paper, eggs. Doesn't matter what the product is. I went through that myself when there was no food in my house. It's like I didn't have it and I wanted it more. So I would tend to eat more when I didn't have much to eat. Now my house is full of food. I work someplace and next door is full of food. I have access to food everywhere. Now it's like, I'll probably lose the weight now. I'm going to start exercising again. Everybody knows I kind of got a little bit of a pot belly going. It happens in the wintertime, but I'll lose it. I'll tone up. It probably won't take but a month. Maybe a couple of months. I'm sure by July I will be a lot thinner. I put up a video yesterday. This has nothing to do with today's topic, but I put up a video about Americans are truly blessed, And that video was made 3 years ago. I think I put it in the comment section. I need to put it in the description box that I made that video 3 years ago. Because I'm shooting 3 videos today, new videos. And so I put that video up. I'm running out of videos in my archives to put up when I don't have anything. If I'm in the middle of trying to shoot new videos, because now I work full time. So I don't have as much free time to make videos because I have to think about the topic and research it, think about what I want to say. And so I put that video up, found it in my archives, and going, looks like a good video, put it up. And do you know I still got hate comments on that? Even though it's a positive video, and I was trying to put out positive vibes, and I told the story of my grandfather because he had wooden legs. You can ask my brother and sister, you know, and there are people with incredible disabilities and handicaps that still do amazing things. So don't let your handicap get in your way of achieving your goals and your dreams. Don't. You know, my late wife used to say, "Can't never did anything." It's true. Anyway, I put out, this is my second video, I'm getting ready to film a third. Back on the topic of scarcity. The scarcity mindset is incredible. It's just the way it is. And now I'm repeating myself because I talked about the eggs, talked about toilet paper. It's that way with any product or service. Talk about scarcity. Here's something else that you're going to pay big money for. There is a shortage of blue-collar workers, skilled workers. We don't have enough auto mechanics. If you own a restaurant, this is already happening in some areas, and your walk-in cooler breaks down, needs a part, it could cost you your business. What if you work for a restaurant and that happens? You might be out of a job. Why? Number one, they need to call someone to come in and fix that walk-in cooler. And there's a labor shortage of skilled workers right now. Every company you call, oh, we're 6 weeks out, 6 weeks out, 3 weeks out, a month out. And the restaurant owner's going, I got to have somebody right now. So, sir, you're going to have to wait almost 2 months to get somebody out there. 2 months to get somebody out there. This happened to somebody. It was, and they ended up going out of business because they couldn't get anybody out there to fix it. It wasn't necessarily a walk-in cooler, but it was another equipment failure they had, and it was vital, and they had to have the problem fixed, and they couldn't. I think it was a plumber they needed, and they couldn't get anybody out there because they were booked up. It could be weeks. I don't have weeks. When you own a business like that, you don't. But there's this labor shortage and skilled workers. What if your car breaks down? We don't have enough technicians to fix all the cars in the road. That's already happening. What if you get sick? What if we don't have enough doctors? Enough nurses? Scarcity. It's that way. It's like, then when you're surrounded by it, you don't want it as much. When you have plenty of it, you don't seem to want it. You take it for granted. And that's just life. So you need to be prepared. You might want to drive, like me, an older car. If you're driving a newer one, fancy car payments, insurance payments, and it breaks down, good luck getting it fixed, because the next few years those technicians won't be around. Next time you take your car to a garage, look at the age of your techs. Pay attention to the demographics. How many of them are over 40, over 50? The people, if you own a business like a restaurant, pay attention to the age of your repairman, plumber, electrician, or the guy fixing your restaurant equipment. Pay attention to that. That should tell you something right away. So you may want to be planning of having an exit strategy for your business. If you own a food truck, if you, what business it is, or just fixing your car. I need to have that car. I'm an Uber driver. I can't be without a car. I'm sorry. You're without a car. It's 6 weeks to get a mechanic to even look at it. We're booked up. Sorry, dude. Scarcity. There's a shortage of technicians, mechanics. Big time. Mike Rowe talks about this all the time. Google it. It's a real thing. It's going to get a lot worse. Well, we've covered this topic, and I think this is we're trying to keep our videos shorter, sweeter, to the point. We're almost up to 20 minutes by the time I add the other 2 segments. And yeah, pay attention. Whether it's toilet paper, for me it's got to be Charmin. When it comes to my ass, got to be Charmin. I'm sorry. You know, look at the eggs, look at anything. You could charge a higher price. Well, that's it for this topic, and it's hard to say au revoir, so au gratin, I'm getting ready to push the button. Oh no, here I go.